make sure yes, okay. Um, so what I think, if it's just you and I, we can just focus in on doing those exercises and also kind of massaging that area. And then maybe even getting you to write down some questions to ask him today that
Okay.
maybe I can do to help expedite. So,
Okay.
if you want, why don't you grab your phone or whatever you want to write down questions on? Let's start with a little massage to kind of
Okay.
wake it
Okay.
up, and then I'll get you just to notate a couple things. Do you have a massage stick? If not, that's okay.
So
And do you have a massage stick by chance? If not, that's okay.
I don't, but I have to have one now. I want one.
Yeah, add all the massage tools. That's
That's
okay.
right.
We'll start just doing a little hand massage then. So, um,
All right.
yeah, take your
Yeah.
time to get down to the ground. Ugh, how does it feel? You said it wasn't hurting, but getting down it still hurts, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I have figured out how to do it, so it helps.
That's good. So what I'll have you do is just kind of put your foam roller. This might be hard to do while you're writing because it's on your right leg, but hmm, let's see. Maybe if we the massage stick would be easier. Usually we would just roll on the inside, but maybe if you kind of again use the forearm like we had done the other day. So I'm using my right forearm, yeah, just to go up and down, and I'm softening my right knee, and I'm just trying to go right along where it's been tender, just kind of to let any buildup of fluid try and get back into the bloodstream. Is all we're doing. Do you feel?
Yeah, and it's like sometimes it's up around the knee, but
Uh,
like right now, the pain is below the knee, like right here. Can you see that?
yeah, right below the knee.
Right here.
Okay. Yeah. So I would then exactly. You don't even right. You can use the fingers, the palm of the hand. I would just try and get right where you feel the pain, and just try and massage it a little bit. This is just basic effleurage technique. Just trying to get the region to calm down and to promote blood flow. So it will pump out some of the swollen stuff, pump in some fresh blood, just to make it feel a little better before we
Has
get
a lot of
started.
this.
Yeah, yeah. So that was going to be my first question that you can write down at some point is, um, you know, you and I are talking about right now, how can we make this more efficacious? What can we do to kind of do
Right.
everything we can do? You like to do everything you can do, so do I. So write down, is self massage a good thing to do to, speed the recovery process? And if so, is there any specific thing I should pay attention to or not do? You know, some physical therapists would say, when you first start, you don't want to overdo. Some would say as much as you can do is good. And should I massage anywhere else besides where I'm feeling the bursitis? Like, should I be massaging the peroneal and the calf as well? So that would be one. And we'll do just a little bit more around the knee. You can even kind of take both hands, fingertips, and just press down and move around in little circles, just trying to warm up that area. Okay, good. I guess it's hard to do this while writing because it's the opposite hand, but that's okay. You can also write down if you should be doing any targeted exercises for your peroneal specifically. So that would be TheraBand work maybe. Say you can say that I'm a dancer and I've done a lot of harm to my peroneals in the past, so I'm just curious if you should be doing anything specific for that muscle or if you should be waiting. Yep. And we'll keep massaging here. And then go a little bit below where you feel the inflammation and a little bit above, and just kind of rock and roll a little bit up and down on either side. So I'm kind of grabbing from the inside, but I guess it's wherever you feel it. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting mobility above and below it. So if there's any bottlenecks that are happening, that they're being released a little bit.
You can feel the bottlenecks and how they disappear. I mean, that's what amazes me. So
Yeah. Bodies are so crazy.
they are.
And they are trying their best, but sometimes, man, you're like, come on, let's go.
Think about how you're going to be able to move enough for you.
After I'm done dancing, you mean?
Yes.
That is a big thought. I have to figure all of that out based on what ends up happening, that's for sure. And then the last thing you can write down is, instead of walking, can I swim? Can I do even like seated walking? We're going to do some seated walking today, which is not the same, I know. But what other forms of things can I do to help my body move? And I guess I'll add one last one after that.
Okay. You did tell me I could swim.
Okay. The last one I would just say is, are there any other triggers that you know of for this? Like for bursitis, should I try to not bend my knees much throughout the day? Or should I add a little more non-weight bearing bending, for example? Like what triggers specifically can he label that you can totally get away from or add in if you need to be doing more of something? We're just trying to figure out, because you're an A+ student, if he lays out all the things that can be done and should not be done so we can work together. that's the main goal, if he can identify them. So I would say
be open to that.
Yeah, because not everybody will work as quickly because they just quite frankly don't care. So a lot of times PTs are trained not to overload with that sort of information up front because it scares people away.
I have access to your whole chart. I know you will work hard.
Yeah.
No, he's like, so.
Yeah. So you can add that in, and then we'll finish up a little massage, and then we'll get, maybe we'll stay on the ground and start with our bridges, actually. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm, and just keep working again. You can go right on where you're feeling it, and then above and below also. Just trying to, again, let the inflammation kind of be worked back into the bloodstream and promote some fresh healing blood, bringing good nutrients there. But I just met with the director of Metro Health's Arts and Medicine program yesterday morning, so that was great. And she has things that would be, she was a dancer with Cleveland Ballet back in the day, and she saw me speak at our benefit, which was great. So I think there's lots of opportunity there. Of course, they're on a hiring freeze, as places are right now. But she has a grant for an arts prescription program. Go ahead and lie on your back. That has private funding, which is great. They're just trying to build that out, and it always takes time to do that sort of thing. So it looks like there's potential opportunity. It's just a matter of when.
She wouldn't tell you there was a funding source if she wasn't interested in you.
Yeah, so that's great. So yesterday, Annie, he had you on the Bosu ball, but you're going to do the same idea as far as, I want you to actively push down into the floor with your feet. So you're starting by initiating with these muscles before you even take the hips up off the floor. And we're just going to do 10, like you did yesterday, nice and controlled. We'll do the second set of 10 just a little quicker, and then we're going to hold it at the end.
Okay.
Be mindful of that pelvic floor as we go. So you can put your hands right on your stomach muscles just to make sure they're braced. And we push down into the floor, feel the glutes. We go up for counts. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. Keep going up. Knees stay over the toes. 4 and down. Inner thighs working for you. And 3. Is it feeling okay doing this? Good, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. Use your breath. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering down and up. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and 9. 2, 3. All the way up and down. 2, 3, 4. Last one. 10, 2. All the way high and down. 2. Relax here. Just open the legs into a little butterfly so the soles of the feet are together. Is the bursitis area still feeling okay?
Hey, yeah.
Okay, great. How's pelvic floor?
Good.
Good. All right. We're going to do our second set a little quicker. So find your feet hip width apart. Separate those feet. Yes. And keep the knees aligned over the second toe. So try not to let them veer out, which is tricky. Yep. Hands to the core. Brace the core. 2 counts up. We go. Exhale, 2. 4 up. Inhale, down. For 2. Exhale, up. And inhale, down. And exhale, up. Inhale, down. And exhale, up. Inhale, down. Good. This is 5. All the way up, high and down. Good. 6. All the way up, high and down. And 7. All the way up. Good. Knees and down. Keep them squeezing in. And 8. All the way up. Inhale, down through the spine. Articulate. 9. Push down into the floor and down. Last one. Stay up. Really push down into the floor and hold it here. Check in that the knees are over the toes. Check in that the core is bracing. Arms can relax wherever they want to be in this moment. Take 4 deep breaths in and out. And 3 and out. This is because we weren't on the Bosu. 2, adding a little intensity. And out. Knees stay together. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Annie, very nice. Good. Give yourself a happy baby moment or hug the knees into the chest. Whatever feels good for you. And gently rock and roll side to side. Breathing in and out. Good. And put the feet down. Do you still have that little sheet of paper right there?
What?
Yes, this sheet of paper. Can you write down to ask him if the point of this next exercise we're about to do is for core stability? I just want to make sure he's not trying to target your glute also, or if there's anything else. And we'll do that next while you're there. And honestly, you can, if he's okay with it, film his answers or type them and send them to me. I'm happy, whatever's the easiest way. But I just want to be on your team, so asking my questions through you. All right, so we'll head back down and start again with the feet hip width apart, the hands on the core. Take a nice deep breath in, wide back. And as you exhale, feel the bracing of the stomach muscles. We're going to keep that brace as we open the right knee. 2 counts. Don't let the hips move at all. Open for 2 and close with control. Switch legs. Open and good. Close. Keep the other knee right up to the ceiling and open. First knee. Good. Control and up and switch and open. Good. And close and go back to the first knee. Open and close. Good. Switch and open. Keep that knee up to the ceiling and close. Yes. Don't let it veer off at all. And open with control and close. Stomach strong. Let's put the hands on the belly. Open just to feel that working. and close. 2 more for 10. Open, 2, 3, 4, and close. 2. Good control and open. Try not to let that top knee move and close. We're going to go twice as fast. Keep the supporting tall knee still. We go open and close and switch. Open and close. Good control and open and close and open and close. Keep it going. Open and close and open and close. 2 more. Open and close and open and close. Good. Now, just for fun, I'm going to go even quicker. You probably wouldn't do this with him, but just 4 quicker. Here we go. Right leg goes open, close, open, close. Keep the core good, stable. Yes, release. And find your way up. You can rock and roll up to a little seated position or however you need to get up. For that one, it really can be targeted in glute or core, but do you see how hard it is not to let any kind of micro movement happen with that top knee? Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if he's trying to do core work or what the point is. If it is core work, I might up your ante just a little bit. But he might be trying to do something that's just for stability in your pelvis or something. So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
On that one. Okay. I meant to ask, do you have your leg weights by chance?
Don't.
Okay.
I don't have weights.
That's okay. I remembered maybe at one point we did, but I don't know for sure. So let's sit on the chair. We're kind of regressing up to standing today. So take your time to get back up. And we'll sit on the chair and we'll do leg lifts. I know you don't have the weights like you do on the machine, but it's a similar motion and it still works it.
I got rid of my leg weights because I decided my leg had enough weight, but and it does. I mean, I think there is some natural weight there. So
yeah. No, I mean, doing just without anything still makes my legs tired, and I lift my legs every day for a living, so I was just trying to recreate how he had done, but yeah, this is still very good. And I assume he's just strengthening your quads here. So start with your feet hip width apart, a little wider with the knees, just a hair. Yes. And now feel the same sensation you were just finding in your core. So there isn't any extraneous movement. We're really bracing here. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling, and then we're going to go into a little touchdown cactus goalpost. And we're going to keep our hands pressing back. This just activates our scapula, our shoulder blades, and keeps us tall. Now we're going to bend our right heel in towards the chair and extend. We're going to do 8 of these. Inhale, exhale. Good, Annie. Inhale and exhale. What day do you leave for Paris? What date?
June 14th.
Yay! Excellent.
I know.
How long are you there?
We're going to be in Paris for 2 nights, then we're going to Florence for 2 nights, and then we're going to Siena for 4 nights.
Wow.
I know.
Amazing.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes. And stay here. Turn out your leg, pulse it up. 2, 3. Feel that core working for you. Very nice. 2, 3, 4. Now we go to parallel. Parallel. Keep that chest proud. Hands pressing back. Use that breath. Good, and release. Good, good, good. Did you feel the quad?
Did.
Okay. Did that aggravate the bursitis area?
It didn't. I was paying attention to that. It didn't. I mean, actually, I think all that massage we did, like right now, I'm not feeling it at all, which is miraculous.
Great.
So.
Well, that's what I'm wondering about the massage. Actually, Antonio, he's retiring with me this season. He's had a horrible bursitis situation in the back of his knee, and he's always massaging it because it helps. That's why I'm wondering if that's a good tool for you in your toolkit, but just to check with him. So, all right, take the arms up, and again, pull them back and down. Good. Bend the left knee, heel into the chair, and extend. We want to make you feel good for Paris and Florence, and bend and extend.
And you know that's my goal. That and to be able to walk on it.
Yes. When you're in Paris, you want to be walking around. And bend. And I also wondered, did he say anything about any sort of compression sleeve or no?
He did not. He's taped it.
Okay. Did the tape help or not really?
It helps.
A little. Keep those elbows lifted. And exhale, extend. And one more. Bend. And extend. Turn out. Now we pulse it up. 2, 3, 4. Lift the elbows just a little bit. Yes. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Parallel. 2, 3, 4. Good. Tall posture. Excellent. And one more set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Good. Just stay there. Relax for a moment. Let me see if I can pull this out. Or is it here? I'm just looking for, I think I have it at the studio, so I don't have it with me. But I guess one more question. It would be kind of something just like a sleeve, but like a light one, if that sort of compression wouldn't be a bad thing too around the area. That might be, maybe you could write that down as one more question, because that might reduce some swelling, but I don't know if that's in a region where he would rather it be taped only, for example.
Well, I think that is a very good question for the plane too.
Yeah. And just traveling in general. I mean, I had surgery on my shins at this point 15 years ago, and they still swell on the plane, so I always just wear my compression. And you can slowly find your way up to standing. We're just going to quad stretch after that, and then we'll do our hamstring stretch. So hold on to the chair with the right hand or whichever, and then hold on to the ankle with the left hand.
Let me get my strap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. These little girls love the yoga bag. They get they build with the yoga blocks and the foam roller and the bands.
I mean, it's basically Lincoln Logs of the wellness world. You might as well. And bend over to the side. That's so cute. I mean, honestly, I remember doing some yoga classes with my mom, and my favorite part was at the beginning gathering the supplies, and I felt like I was in a little shop in the yoga studio, and they're like, you need 1 strap and 2 blocks and 1 eye cover. I'm like, yay! I'll go pick it all out. And now take your left knee back just a little bit away from the camera. Good. I love your sunny yellow, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And keep the knee pulling back as you bend towards the chair. Good. Come back up tall, just normal quad stretch. So what date do you return? I think we might just miss each other.
I return on...
And I think switch sides with the chair. Sorry, when?
The 28th, Cadence.
Okay. And
because I go from Europe to Cape Cod.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what are you doing in Cape Cod?
Family reunion.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And bend over to the side. I'm going straight from Bangkok to the beach. Well, by way of Dulles, I guess my parents will pick me up and we'll go to the beach. So.
And so when do you return?
I return from Bangkok August 8th.
Wow.
So I'll be able to start class that Monday, the August 10th. Is it getting a little tight?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I'm done with it. No, it's good.
pull the knee back just a little bit. Is this still okay?
Yeah.
All right. And then bend towards the chair a little bit more. Good. This
yeah, good.
Yeah. This is probably good if it doesn't hurt to do, because it keeps the range of motion. Come back up. And now gently take it off. And now what we're going to do is that hamstring lunge series, but on the chair, just a little bit higher up. So you can start with the seat facing me. And then we're going to hold onto the chair with the left hand. You're going to take your right leg onto the seat. And we're going to start with it flexed. I guess it's good you'll have your exercises filmed specifically to follow along if you want. And just take hold of that foot. And we're just going to stay here. How long are you in Cape Cod for?
Only 4 days.
Okay. Gotcha. Breathe in.
Give me the skeleton of your trip.
Skeleton is I fly through Qatar, so I'm going to do a little stopover, just like a 10-hour, they do a little bus from the airport. And then I fly into Ho Chi Minh and basically take my time to work my way up. See if you can reach for the ball of the foot if you can. Yes. Work my way up to the north of Vietnam, just going along the coast. And then I haven't decided, to be honest. Ben, you're supporting me, and straighten your leg. If I'm going to do a little stint in Cambodia or Laos, it just depends on how long I take to get up Vietnam. And then I'm going to head to the top of Thailand and work my way down Thailand from Chiang Mai all the way down. Maybe go to the beaches if I have time, come on up. But if not, I'll just fly out of Bangkok. So I'm back here. So we'll see. And from here, push forward with your hand and get a nice long hip flexor on that left side. You can even take the elbow back and the eyes up to the ceiling a little bit here. Pushing that left hip forward. Do you feel a stretch in your left hip at all?
Yes, I do.
Good. And come back up. And we'll shake it out and switch sides. You've traveled so many places. Have you been to any of those areas?
I've not.
Okay.
I've never been to that part of the world.
Okay. I figure it will be harder for me to get to potentially with a little baby or something. Might as well do a hard spot to get to now.
That's exactly right.
Time. So, and keep that foot flexed. Inhale the left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward, and just stay over the leg and the toes. I don't want to over plan because it's just me, and I want to be able to stay in a place a little longer if I like it, or move on if I don't like it. So I'm just trying to. Sorry?
That's the best kind of traveling.
Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to do it like that. So I'm trying to be well researched enough that I'm familiar enough with all the, forms of transportation and local customs and things, but then I don't want to have a day-by-day itinerary, so, which is different. When you travel to Europe, you have to, because you have to book all of your housing in advance and everything, so, well, lots of areas in Europe, at least. Inhale, exhale, heavy head, bend your supporting leg a little bit, and straighten. And come back up. And now bend the leg on the chair. Take your left hand to your sacrum. Press the hips forward. Pull the elbow back. Take the eyes up to the ceiling. Feel a stretch in that right hip flexor. Good, Annie. Inhale and exhale. Come back up. Good. Slowly, easy does it. Take your time to come off. Just shake it out. And let's switch out the chair. I know you have to leave right on time, so let's do one last little massage thing and then into our foam roller. So again, just standing here. And I guess back, you might want to note up to you on your sheet for the massage thing if he thinks a massage stick would be good, or if there's any specific tool he would recommend, just for ease of targeting that area. But let's do just a little standing massage, so in case you are walking somewhere and it starts to flare up and you can't just, sit down in the middle of the sidewalk, what you want to try and do is give your leg a little soft micro bend here, so it's not fully bent, not fully straight, in that soft micro bend. And you want to have most of your weight on your left leg. And again, we're just trying to do that same kind of squeeze release in that area, just trying to let it calm down, do little circles around, making sure you're kind of feeling above and below too, just checking in to see if there's
the pain below is gone. It's right up here on the inside of the knee now.
Okay. So just working a little bit above and below, and it might not go fully away. We're just trying to.
And it's not as bad. I mean, it's much better.
Yeah, see what we can do here. What's tricky is with your knee joint, it's a poorly made joint. Not yours, everybody's. You can only go this way, hinge. You can't stretch it the other way. So that's why this area is kind of tricky to get to. That's why I'm wondering about the massage stick. But
I did feel it, not today, but since it's been injured, I do feel it pop sometimes.
That's from the inflammation, probably. Does it hurt or does it just pop?
It actually feels better when it happens.
Yeah, that's probably from things that have gotten jammed because there's too much stuff in there. There's too much inflammation. That's when it finally can move how it's supposed to move. Let's so did that provide any relief or not really, just from standing up? A little.
Yeah.
So that might be something as you're even traveling, you're on trains, planes, whatever, bears, lions, just keep that in mind as something that might be helpful. And then let's head to the ground and we'll do foam rolling, which you can't always do when you're traveling, but probably a little bit more intense. Right, Leia? Boop, boop, boop. Leia's going to foam roll with us. And we'll just go right in that region like we have been, finding the inside of the knee. So you can move the foam roller, wherever you need to get just to that inside area. Yeah. And even just if it feels like you need to stay still for a moment, that's fine. I like to hang my foot over, kind of drape it. Yeah. And exactly. Then you can use the leg to toggle kind of back and forth. Does that feel good or bad or?
Good.
Okay. Good, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just stay here. Breathing. So I will anxiously await his answers.
I know. I will. I'll text them to you.
He might say she needs to calm down, but I just rather get the information.
Yeah.
And he might not have a cookie cutter answer for everything, which is fine.
I love the information because it gives me some agency.
Exactly. If you're a controlling person, the best thing you can do is get the most information possible.
That's exactly right.
And we can't control
I'll say if anyone knows.
Yep. We can't control a lot of it, but we might as well do our best with what we can. So
that's exactly right. Oh, I've taught you well, grasshopper.
So that's what at least I try and do with these things. I just remember I first worked with a counselor, a therapist. I had to be out for about almost 2 months, and I was so unwell. I was just like, I've lost everything that I can control, my body, my livelihood. I can't do anything. I can't walk. My mental health. And he's like, okay, we need to realize, the Venn diagram of things we can control and what we can't. I'm like, no, but it was helpful.
I still ask myself that question, what can I control here? The first time I ever saw a therapist, he was like, do you want to work on your control issues? I'm like, that's my bread and butter. Leave those alone.
Girl, that's what I'm known for. We cannot take that away. Just kidding. I guess get a little more.
Well, people grew to understand it But people are like, gosh, your classroom is so free, and yet you have these very high expectations about the way children sit and line up and all of that. And I'm like, those two things are not unrelated.
Yes, and I do the same thing with my kids. I talk about the high expectations, and then within that, give them autonomy. But yep, it's the same. You did teach me very well. I feel grateful for that. And because you taught me how to do that in Paris, I would always get free presents when I was a kid because I was so well behaved. So you gave me freedom and free presents in Paris because of my good behavior. So that worked out. Inhale and exhale, thanking your body, even your bursa, and come on up. And last little thing, just finish with a little, this is funny, we're just gonna brush up our legs, just taking some of the pooling from the bottom, working our way up into our bloodstream. Good. All right, Annie, I hope that PT goes well. Keep me posted. And I'm not here Monday as a reminder. I'll text the group.
Okay.
Yes.
This morning was such a gift, Kate.
Yeah, I'm glad we could. I'm like, if you still want to, I'm down.
Oh, yeah. I've loved it.
Yay, good. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll upload this so you'll have PT follow along if you want.
Great. That's great. Okay.
All right, see you, Annie.
Bye.
Bye.